Okay, so here let me rewrite here. So the chapter name is non-destructive testing of materials. Okay, now here destruction is opposite word of construction here. So there should be no destruction here. There should be no destruction. So without any fault, I mean the destruction, the test should be undergone. Now regarding the test, what you are testing here, you are going to test the materials. Okay, that is the thing you need to understand regarding the title of this unit. Now the best example what I mentioned regarding our destructions or the fractures. If you are regarding the fractures of your hand, you are going to use the X-rays here. Okay, now similarly regarding the materials, we are going to use the ultrasonics. We will use the ultrasonics to test these materials. So using these ultrasonics, there will be no destruction inside the materials. Okay, without any destruction inside the materials, you can test the materials. So for that one, we are going to use the ultrasonics. So what actually the ultrasonics are? Those are the sound waves here. Okay, by using the sound waves, we are going to test the materials here. Now here a small topic I am going to take regarding today's class. Now here let us give a short introduction about the ultrasonics once again. Now here regarding ultrasonics. Now can you give what are the frequencies? What is the frequency range of these sounds?
20 kilohertz.
Okay, 20 kilohertz. It should be more than 20 kilohertz.
Greater than.
Okay, okay, greater than 20 kilohertz. 20 kilohertz. So those particular sound waves, we are considering those as the ultrasonics. Okay, these sound waves we are going to create in this particular chapter. We will see how we are going to produce these ultrasonics. So we
Hello,
call it
sir.
as the generation. Cheppam.
సార్ ఇప్పుడు మొబైల్స్ లో కూడా ఉంటాయి కదా సార్, రిఫ్రిజిరేటర్ అని ఇప్పుడు 60 అని 80 అని 120 అని.
ఓకే, యాప్ నుంచా
ఇవి డిఫరెంట్ సార్ ఇవి
ఏమన్నారు
సార్? మొబైల్స్ లో కూడా ఉంటాయి కదా సార్, ఇప్పుడు 120 రిఫ్రిజిరేట్, 60 రిఫ్రిజిరేట్ అని, హెచ్జెడ్ అని
ఉంటుంది.
వాటి ఫంక్షన్స్ వీటి ఫంక్షన్స్ అన్ని సేమేనా సార్?
ఒక్క నిమిషం ఒకసారి ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ చెప్పు. 150
ఇప్పుడు 120 సార్, ఇప్పుడు 120 హెచ్జెడ్, 60 హెచ్జెడ్, 80 హెచ్జెడ్,
90 హెర్ట్జ్ 120 హెర్ట్జ్ ఉంటుంది సార్.
అవి మొబైల్స్ కూడా ఉంటాయి కదా సార్?
ఇది ఎక్కడ ఎక్కడ దీని ఇండికేషన్ ఎక్కడ వచ్చింది నీకు మొబైల్స్ లో?
స్క్రీన్ రెజల్యూషన్
స్క్రీన్ రిజల్యూషన్ లో లేదు, హెడ్స్ ఉండదు నీకు. స్క్రీన్ రిజల్యూషన్
ఉంటుంది సార్.
ఉంటుందా?
సార్
అది మేబీ ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ అంటే మీకు వచ్చే ట్రాన్స్మిషన్ ఉందా? మీకు మొబైల్ టవర్ ఉంటుంది కదా, ఈ టవర్ నుంచి వచ్చేదానికి దాని రిలేటెడ్ ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ దాన్ని మెన్షన్ చేసి ఉంటారు, అంతేగాని వేరేది కాదు.
స్క్రీన్ రెజల్యూషన్ సార్.
స్క్రీన్ రిజల్యూషన్ లో హెడ్స్ ఉందా?
అవును సార్.
చూడండి, మళ్ళీ ఒకసారి వెరిఫై చేయండి, నో ప్రాబ్లం. తర్వాత అయినా డిస్కస్ చేద్దాం మనం. స్క్రీన్ రిజల్యూషన్ లో హెడ్స్ ఉండకపోవచ్చు నాకు తెలిసి. సో ఇది ఏదైతే డివైస్ మీకు రిసీవ్ చేసుకుంటుందో లేదా ట్రాన్స్మిట్ చేస్తుందో, మీ సౌండ్ ఇటు నుంచి అటు వెళ్ళాలి, అది ట్రాన్స్మిషన్. సో ఏదైతే సౌండ్ మీకు రిసీవ్ చేసుకుంటున్నారో అది రిసీవింగ్ పార్ట్. సో అక్కడ యూటిలైజ్ చేసేది ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ. ఆ కాన్సెప్ట్లో హెడ్స్ అని ఉంటుంది. లేదా మీకు ఏదైతే ప్రాసెసర్ ఉంటుందో ఆ ప్రాసెసర్లో మీకు హెడ్స్ అనేది ఉంటుంది, ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ ఉంటుంది.
హెడ్స్ అనేది ప్రాసెసర్
ప్రాసెసర్లో ఉంటుంది, కానీ స్క్రీన్ రిజల్యూషన్లో ఉంటుంది.
ప్రాసెసర్లో ఉంటుంది.
ప్రాసెసర్లో 2 MHz అవి ఇవి ఉంటుంది మీకు. అక్కడ ఆ ప్రాసెసింగ్ ఉంటుంది. ఓకే, ఆ ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీస్ కాదు. లేదు, ఆ ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీస్ దాటేసాం కదా మనం. 20 kHz కదా, వీఆర్ రీచింగ్ 20 kHz.
కిలోహెర్ట్జ్ లో కదా సార్ ఇప్పుడు ఇన్ఫ్రా ఉంటుంది చూడండి సార్, ఇన్ఫ్రాసోనిక్ వాటితో కంపేర్ చేస్తే అవి ఫంక్షన్స్ ఏమైనా సార్ రెండిట్లో?
ఫంక్షన్ అంటే ఇక్కడ మనం యూటిలైజ్ చేసే కాన్సెప్ట్ వేరు ఇక్కడ. ఓకే, సో
ఓకే
ఈ సౌండ్స్ ని మీరు డైరెక్ట్ గా మీరు అబ్జర్వ్
వేరు
చేయలేరు
వేరు.
అనమాట. ఇక్కడ ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ చేంజ్ అయింది కాబట్టి ఈ కాన్సెప్ట్స్ వేరే ఉంటాయి మీకు. మనం
ఓకే
అనుకున్నాం కదా, వి స్టార్టెడ్ విత్ ఆడిబుల్స్ లిమిట్ ఇక్కడ. సో సేమ్ అదే కాన్సెప్ట్ అప్లై చేయండి. ఆడిబుల్ లిమిట్ ఎంత? 20 హెర్ట్జ్ టు 20 కిలో హెర్ట్జ్. ఓకే, సో ఈ రేంజ్ కంపేర్ చేసుకుంటూ వెళ్ళండి. సో లెస్ దాన్ దిస్ లో మీకు వాట్ యు గట్? ఇన్ఫ్రాసోనిక్స్. Infrasonics in the sense it should be less than 20 hertz.
20 హెడ్స్.
Okay, now ikkada what about this? Ultrasonics. Ultrasonics. So
20
it should be
హెడ్స్.
okay, greater than 20 kilohertz. సో ఎప్పుడైనా కూడా ఈ లిమిటేషన్స్ మీరు రిఫర్ చేసుకుంటూ వెళ్తే మీకు కాన్సెప్ట్ మ్యాక్సిమం అక్కడ క్లారిటీ వచ్చేస్తుంటుంది అనమాట. సో మీరు
Okay, sir.
తీసుకున్న ఈ ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీస్ ఎందులో ఉన్నాయి, ఇందులో ఈ రేంజ్లో ఆడిబుల్ రేంజ్లో ఉన్నాయి, ఇన్ కేస్ మీరు కంపేర్ చేయాలనుకుంటే. ఓకే, సో ఇప్పుడు
Okay, sir.
వీఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు డీల్ అబౌట్ దీస్ sound waves. Okay, greater than 20 kilohertz. So in this chapter we will see how we are going to produce these ultrasonics, and how we are going to utilize these sound waves to test the materials without any destruction. Okay, that we are going to see. Let us take a small topic here regarding the testing of the materials. Okay, now let me go with the testing using the ultrasonics. Ultrasonic testing method. Okay, now here in this particular concept, you will get 3 different ways of testing methods. Okay, first one is pulse echo method. Okay, now here we are going to use the ultrasonics. For what purpose here? For testing. Testing what? Testing the materials here. Testing the materials here. Okay, so first method is pulse echo method. Second method is transmission method. And the third method is resonance method. Resonance method. Now, out of these 3, in your syllabus, we are going to deal about the first one, pulse echo method. Okay. Now, here we need to understand what is the meaning of a pulse. Okay, we need to understand the concept of pulse here. Now, here, if you are going with a wave, okay, now you might have seen the waves like this, they are traveling like this. So out of this, the required amount of pulses you are going to take. Okay, if you are having small wave train, so that you are going to consider it as the pulse here. Okay, not a continuous wave, you will take small part of the required amount of wave that we are going to take, and we are going to consider as a pulse. Okay, now here what is the thing? We are going to use the first method. In our syllabus we are going to have the explanation about this. Now let us see here. If you can go through this particular image. Are you able to see the image here? The animation? వస్తుంది కదా? Okay. Okay. Now let us go with one more image.
Yes, sir.
Just right. Okay, again I got this. Okay, now let us see here. If you can go through this particular animation, then you can understand what is going on. I will explain here. Just to go on with this particular animation here. Now here, this is a probe. Okay. Now we are attaching this probe onto the material. So this yellow color is the material which is under test here. Okay, material under test. So it is written here structure. Structure in the sense a material which is under test. Okay, now here this is going to record the pattern. Now this is the probe. Okay, probe, or else you can consider it as a transducer. Okay, transducer, we call it as a transducer. So it is going to produce the ultrasonics. Okay, it will emit the ultrasonics, and these ultrasonics, if you can see here, you're getting some waves like this. Okay, now let us see here. Okay, these are the ultrasonics moving in this direction and getting reflected. And again, this particular probe will detect the ultrasonics. Okay, now let us go here. What is going on in the image? Okay, now let us go here. So here we are going to see about the ultrasonic testing methods. We are dealing about the ultrasonic testing methods. So under the testing methods, we are going to see only one method. It is a pulse echo method. Pulse echo method. Pulse, okay, pulse in the sense a small portion of wave. Echo, you know about echo. Okay, so you divide these two and you try to understand what is the meaning here. So here what you are going to do, suppose previously we had seen what is a explanation for echo. You try to understand, recall this particular echo process. So there you had explained about this. If a person makes a sound, the sound wave will travel. Okay, now here this is obstacle here or a wall here. Okay, after striking the wall, it will come back. Okay, it will come back in the direction, and the person will again listens the same sound wave. So we consider this as the echo here. So what actually echo? Echo is a reflection of sound. It is a reflection of sound here, or the sound wave here. So this concept we are going to utilize. This is a concept we are going to utilize. So a small portion of sound wave we are going to create here. Okay. Now what is a particular range of the sound wave? It should be under the range of ultrasonics. So now we will apply this concept here. Let us go with this. Now take the specimen in the sense the material which should be tested here. Consider this is the material. So here if you can see here, the yellow mark is there. Okay, so this a particular yellow mark we are dealing here. Whatever the material is there, that is the thing here. So this is the material to be tested here. To be tested here. So now here we are going to place the probe. So this is a probe. We are considering it as a probe or else the transducer. Transducer. Now here it is connected here. It is given the power supply, and again it is connected to the oscilloscope, or else let us consider this as a CRT. Okay, what is the meaning of CRT? It is a cathode ray tube. Okay, on this you will have the screen like this. This is a screen, and here there will be some knobs will be there to control the inputs and the outputs. Now on this you will what you will have on the screen, what is there on the screen means you will find a graph like this, some graph like this. You can assume what is a graph. Generally you will have the horizontal lines and vertical lines equally spaced. Okay, a graph will be there on this. Okay, it will be like this. Now you will try to observe what is this thing going on in the animation. If you can go through this animation here, so it is producing the ultrasonics. Okay, so these waves, if you can identify here, okay, now here these are the waves. So what are these waves? Actually, these are the ultrasonics. These are the ultrasonics. So you can identify what are the ultrasonics here. The frequency should be more than 20 kilohertz. Okay, so those waves we are creating by using this particular transducer. Okay, and here if there is no defect in this area, consider this area here, so there is no defect, then what happens? The sound will travel, and from the base here, it will get reflect back. Okay, similar to the previous concept of echo. If a person is there, if he is producing the sound, so this sound is going in this direction and it is going to strike and it will come back. Okay, so if you can go with the arrow mark, if a straight line if you draw, you need to identify there will be two arrow marks. This is for the movement of the sound wave in this direction, and while coming back to the same point, you need to identify there is one more arrow mark. Okay, so both directions are included here, so that represents there are two arrow marks. Okay, the same thing here. Now this particular probe, the transducer, is producing sound waves. Now here you identify two portions are there. First portion here, portion number 1 here. Next, this is a portion number 2. Okay, now compare what is going on here, and you try to identify what is going on here also on the screen. Okay, I will give 1 minute time. You try to observe. You observe portion 1 without any defect. So these red markings are the defects. You identify these are the defects. And you compare here what is going on the screen or the CRT. Okay. Now I will explain. Okay. Now can anyone explain me what is the concept that is going on in the first portion? I mark this as 1 here. This is 1 here. Now what did you observe in the first region? And this is the second region. Let us go through the first region.
No disturbance in first region.
Okay, there is no flaw is there. We consider it as the flaw or the imperfection here. As there is no flaw here, so what is there on the screen? What you had observed on the screen here are the CRT, cathode ray
They
tube.
are moving vertical and horizontal. The graphs are moving.
Okay, okay, okay. Now let us see here what actually the thing is going on. Okay, now let us see. I will redraw the same material here. Same material. Now this is the transducer we placed here. Consider this is the position 1 here. 1. Now this is position 2 here. Position 2, you are having some defects inside the material. Some red marking. What is there? Red marking is there. Let me mark here this as red. Okay, now let us convert this. So similar to the same animation I'm marking here. Okay. Now in the first region, as there is no flaw, let us consider here what is the meaning of that flaw, FLAW, or else imperfection, or else you can consider the same thing as defect. Okay, simply you might know what is the meaning of defect. So now instead of defect, we are going to utilize another two words. If I utilize flaw, means flaw is nothing but a defect here, or else I can utilize this as the imperfection. So if I mention it as an imperfection, means you need to identify that it is a defect, or else if I mention this as a flaw, means it is nothing but it is a defect here. Okay, now let us see here. Now without any defect in the first region, whatever the sound waves are there, Okay, they are traveling and it is getting reflected. So again, it is coming back here. It's coming back. Okay, both things you need to identify. Now, depending on that, in the direction like this and in the direction like this. If you can observe on the screen here. So now here regarding this direction, this is the amplitude of the wave. Okay, small wave. What I here going to utilize the pulse here. Pulse is nothing but a discontinuous wave, a small portion of wave. Okay, now here a small portion of wave has been generated and it is traveling. And the same wave has been reflected from here and it is coming back. So meanwhile, what you need to understand here, there is a certain time period you need to consider. So it is coming in this direction. So it will take certain time. And from there, it is again coming back. So it will take few more seconds here. So that's why with a time delay here, again it is coming back and it will appear as it is. Or else there might be some change in the amplitude. Okay, if you can redraw this particular concept. Okay, now this is the pulse that's transmitted, and again this is a pulse that has been reflected. It is coming back here. So there is a change in the amplitude. If you can consider, there is a change in the amplitude. So that is regarding the region 1. Now regarding region 2, you are having a flaw here. This is the red marking here. So again the red marking here. So two flaws are there. Now depending on that, you can identify the first flaw. First flaw is creating a pulse here, and second flaw, okay, it is creating one more pulse. Okay, so that you can identify here. Let me redraw the diagram regarding the second portion. Okay, now regarding the second portion, I'm drawing. So this is the first portion. Now regarding the second portion, you are having two flaws here. Now the transducer has been moved to this particular position. It has moved. ఇక్కడ నుంచి ఇక్కడ move చేయండి ఇక్కడ. Okay. Now here a part of sound wave is getting transmitted to this base, and a portion is getting reflected from this, and again a portion is reflected from this. Now depending on this, you need to take the diagram. What is the diagram on the screen? One is the transmitted pulse. Okay, next, second one is regarding the first flaw. Third one is regarding the second flaw. Okay, and this will be the reflected or echo pulse. Okay, so here it is coming and it is going back. So if you want to identify, I will mark here. So this is 1. So this is 1, and this is 2, this is 2, this is 3, and here this is 3, and this one will be 4. Okay, so that is a thing you need to identify. So this particular thing is a transducer. Transducer. So what it is going to do? It is going to generate ultrasonics or else ultrasonic pulses. Okay, now from this particular transducer, what is going on? It will emit the pulses, and it will again receive the pulses. Okay, so in both the way it is working there, transmitter and receiver. So both the functions are going on in this particular transducer that you need to identify. So only with one device you are going to test this particular material. So you are not reaching the second end. Without reaching the second end, you are testing this particular material. So that is the advantage of the material here. For suppose if you are having a material, some lengthy material is there. Suppose some 10 meters or else some 10 kilometers material is there. Okay. Now, if you want to test the material, then what you can do, you will place the transducer here, okay, without traveling this particular distance. You can place the material only at the one end. Then if you can go through the testing process, it will go like this. So if there is no flaw, so this particular sound wave will reach at the second end. Thereafter, it will get reflected. Okay, it will get reflected and it will reach the destination here. So what is the advantage here? You are not at all going to depend on many number of devices. With only one device, you are going to test the material. Okay, that is one of the advantage here. Okay, now here if there is any flaw in the material means the time taken will be very less. So within a short period itself, you will get the echo. So there will be two arrow marks if you can identify. One arrow mark will be for this direction and the second arrow mark will be there for this direction. Okay. So what is the testing method we had seen? What is testing method? Any answer? Okay, I am waiting for your answer. What is the testing method we had referred till now?
Pulse echo method.
Okay, pulse echo method. Now, what is the meaning of pulse here? What is the pulse here? Pulse
Portion of-
means portion of a or small part of a sound wave or the ultrasonics. Ultrasonic wave. Okay, pulse of the ultrasonic wave. So we are going to just create the wave for few microseconds or else. Okay. Now thereafter we can go through this particular process. Now meanwhile what we are doing here, we are considering the material. We are considering the material and here this is a transducer simply and this is connected to the testing screen here. This is a screen here. So on the screen you are going to measure the pattern. Now meanwhile it is going to produce pulses and it will travel and it will get reflected and here you are going to receive this. So as there is no flaw here, what you are going to observe for this pattern regarding this is the incident wave. So it will travel, okay, and from somewhere you are going to get the reflected wave. So this is the incident pulse here. This is the echo pulse here, or the back reflection. You can consider here incident pulse, and here back echo. So this is without any flaw, Now suppose if there is any flaw here, okay, somewhat flaw is there, then if you can move this particular transducer to this position, then what you can expect? You can expect this. From here, you will get one pulse, and from here, again the second pulse, somewhat like this. So on the CRT, you can find the incident pulse like this, and this is the pulse due to the flaw, and thereafter the back reflection of the echo. Okay, that you can identify here. So here you can mention this as due to flaw. This is due to back reflection or back echo. And here this is the incident pulse. Incident pulse. Okay. Now what is this method? It is a pulse echo method. Pulse echo method. Okay. So this is one of the method that was included in your syllabus. Suppose if the device is there, if I place like this, so this is the second method actually, which is not included in the syllabus. Suppose this is a transducer. Now here it is not going to detect the reflected waves or the echo. Then what you will do? You will place another device, another transducer, and you will consider this as a transmitter, and this will be considered as a receiver. So here in this case, this is a second method here. Now here you are going to depend on two transducers, 1 and 2. But in this case, in the case of pulse echo method, you are going to depend only on one transducer. So the dependency on the device is reduced. So this is economical. Okay, the cost will be low when compared with this transmitted method. Okay, so we call this as a transmitted method here. Transmitted method. Okay, so that is not included in your syllabus. This is not included. Only this method is included in your syllabus. Okay, now can anyone give me what is the meaning of non-destructive testing? What is the meaning of non-destructive testing? Any answer? Non-destructive testing. Okay, I'm waiting for your
ఒక
answer.
మెటీరియల్ పైన
Okay,
ఒక
repeat your answer.
మెటీరియల్ పైన జరిపినప్పుడు దాని స్టేట్ చేంజ్ కాకూడదు.
Okay, okay. So it should not destruct the particular material which is under test. ఓకే, దాంట్లో ఉండే ప్రాపర్టీస్ కానీ ఏదైనా కూడా చేంజ్ అవ్వకుండా టెస్ట్ చేయడం అనమాట. ఓకే, సో వితౌట్ ఎనీ destruction inside the material, we consider it as a non-destructive testing. So for that, what we are going to utilize here? The ultrasonics. So what are the ultrasonics here? Those are the sound waves. So regarding the frequency, it should be more than 20 kilohertz. These sound waves will be having the frequency more than 20 kilohertz. So those sound waves we are going to produce, okay, and we are going to utilize those to test the materials without any destruction. So if you want, you can go through one more animation. So this is the animation. This is the animation here. Now here this is the probe. Okay, now it is going to generate the ultrasonics. So these lines, okay, these lines, these are the ultrasonics here. So here you are having two images actually. It is clubbed with two images here. The first image is without any flaw. Without any flaw. If you can see, without any flaw, you are having only two peaks. Now with the flaw, if there is any flaw or the defect inside the material, then that is going to create the third pulse also. Okay, this particular pulse is due to the flaw. What is flaw here? It is a defect inside the material. Okay, you go through this particular image also. So this particular thing is a probe. Probe in the sense it is going to produce the ultrasonics, and it is also going to receive the ultrasonics to detect the process. Okay, now the first part is without any flaw. If you can identify here, without any flaw. Without any flaw, you will have only two peaks here, input, okay, input and the back wall. And if there is a flaw inside this, you will get the pulse in this particular in between these two peaks. Okay, so flaw echo is there. You can identify here flaw echo. Okay, the same animation in both these, the same animation here. The thing is that here the probe is moving. The probe is moving in the first portion and the second portion. Okay, now in the first portion, and now it is in the second portion here. Okay, now this unit is very simple, and only few topics are included in this. Almost we can complete within this week itself. Within 1 or 2 classes itself, I can complete the unit, entire unit. But I will take a few more periods. By Saturday, I will try to complete the 5th unit also, because from Monday onwards, you might be having the labs. So I will try to complete the 5th unit by Saturday. Okay, now any doubts regarding the topic? Now this is a textbook I am going to refer. This is a textbook regarding the non-destructive testing. If you want, you can take the screenshot of this. Take the screenshot. And here somewhere pulse ecosystem will be there. Okay, now here this one you can take the screenshot here. Pulse ecosystem. Just wait. Okay, it is not moving. Okay, now here this is the thing, pulse ecosystem. Pulse ecosystem. So here this is somewhat horizontal here. This is horizontal specimen here. Now here this is a transducer A, transducer A here. This is a transducer B. Okay, we had moved the transducer from position A to position B here. Now without any flaw, you can identify here you are having 2 arrow marks. 2 arrow marks are there. One is the direction traveling in this direction, and the second one is traveling in the opposite direction. So this is the incident beam or the pulse here, and this is the echo pulse. Echo. So we can identify. The labeling is also there. So here this is the flaw regarding the second portion here. Now due to this flaw, you can identify the third pulse has been included in the image. Okay, it is due to the flaw. Now this is the second method which is not in your syllabus. This is a transmission method. Transmission method. So if you can see here, this is one of the transducer, and this is a second transducer. It is going to receive. So we consider this as a transmitter, and this is a receiver. Okay, if you can compare here, there is only one transducer. Only one transducer. In both the directions it is working. But in this case, you are having two transducers. This will be considered as a transmitter and this will be the receiver. But you can identify here, this is mentioned as a transducer. If you can correct this one, this is a transmitter. Transmitter in the sense it will transmit the waves. Okay, again this. And this is the third method. It is also not there in your syllabus. Resonance. So here, due to the resonance concept, you are going to have this type of waves. Okay. So only one method is there in your syllabus. Okay, now here regarding generation or the production of the ultrasonics, we are going to see two methods. Two methods we are going to see. In the next upcoming classes, we will deal about magnetostrictive method and piezoelectric method. Okay, these two methods. Using these two methods, we are going to create the ultrasonics. Okay, Galton whistle is also there, but it is not included in the syllabus. So we will see about this and this, these two methods. Okay, if you are having any doubts regarding the pulse ecosystem, you can express your doubts. Please be online.